Tell us the history of your business.
PT Works was established December 4th, 1991. It was my 7th year practicing as a physical therapist, so I even counted that up today. And October 1st this year, I'll be 34 years as a physical therapist.
What type of services do you offer?
PT Works in Wapakoneta would be considered an outpatient physical therapy clinic, probably focused mainly on orthopedics. When you think of orthopedics, you think of bones and fractures and injuries and joint replacements and weekend warrior injuries and sprains and strains.
What types of physical therapy do you offer?
Like I said, it's more outpatient. The folks that come here are probably a little more healthier because it's outpatient. So you can have physical therapy in nursing homes. You can have physical therapy in home health. The folks here can be from ages, I say the average age is probably 30, 40, 50s. 40, 50s. And it's mainly orthopedics. I don't specialize in pediatrics. I don't claim to. And yet we see the range from high school athletics to 80-year-old knee replacements.
What are the benefits an athlete can receive from a physical therapist?
They'll say pain. But, when it comes to an athlete, it's all about restoring their athletic function. And so typically after an injury, maybe after a surgery. And so, for example, a knee, they're coming in here restoring that range of motion. They're coming back in here and restoring their strength. And, you get the basics and then you kind of put it together in athletic performances. So you might then start into running, or in the case of a shoulder, you start throwing. So the benefits are restoring the function that they had before they were injured. And yet athletes are basically healthy people. And so they can bounce back pretty quickly because they're already coming in younger, strong. And so, that's what athletes benefit from. They're probably stronger than me.
What type of health conditions can a physical therapist help with?
Health conditions, when you say conditions, I guess I think of something, I can probably think of like an arthritic condition, and we see a lot of that. And with arthritis comes weakness. With arthritis comes fatigue, decreased endurance. And so how does physical therapy help that? It just restores their strength, their function. With physical therapy too, then some of those benefits would go into maybe weight loss and cardiovascular health. So when you say conditions, I think that obviously we don't prescribe medicine. We don't order tests. Kind of what I do here in this clinic is pretty au natural. So arthritis condition is probably the one benefit that we see a lot of.
How has your industry changed over the years?
Well, when I went to school back in the day, it was a bachelor's degree. If you were going to school for physical therapy now, it's a doctorate degree. So, the education demands are greater. And probably with that then, physical therapy is probably a little bit more non-referral, meaning you can come to me without a doctor's referral. Where back 25 years ago, 30 years ago, you needed a doctor's referral to come to physical therapy. So, the trends are a little bit more, I guess, we're more autonomous or independent. I think there's levels of therapy. You can maybe order some basic tests, certainly not prescriptions, medicines, but maybe tests, x-ray. So that's probably where I've seen it seen it change the most. Yeah, insurance and most physical therapists, since most of the physical therapists, at least at this clinic, relies a lot on insurance, Medicare's and your health insurances, and so that pretty much has remained the same. But that reimbursement, that money that returns, has certainly changed over the years too. So yeah, I see that's probably the greater trends is just the education demands. Yeah.
How much a part of what you do is educating your clients?
Me personally, a lot. And I probably said it this week more than ever. I told the patient, I said, 2 heads are better than 1. You help me figure this out. You need to tell me how you feel, and I always appreciate the patient's opinion. What's your thoughts? And so I'm all about education, because if I can educate them, then they can help us figure out what's going on. And by educating them, things that I have them doing might be something they need to apply tonight or tomorrow morning or next week. And so I want them to know that. And so I'm all about education. I'm all about empowering the patient. And I tell those folks, I want you to be your best physical therapist. And so everybody who comes in here gets something take-home homework. And I want to educate them. I don't want them to be dependent. I tell them, I don't want you just coming in here and me counting your repetitions. You're going to learn. We're going to figure this out together and get better together. And I think that, that helps, because that makes them a part of, owning getting better. I mean, and I tell them, I probably sound like I'm talking to my kids, but you don't do it, you're not going to hurt my back.
If anyone has questions or would like additional information, how can you be reached?
I would say my phone, call us, PT Works, 419-738-9675. We aren't on Facebook. No, not officially on Facebook, or no web page, so the phone number would be best to reach us.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
You're very welcome, and good luck.
Thank you. I'm Leiahnni Smith, reporting for the Lima Digital Media Club. Thank you for coming on board as a sponsor. What are your thoughts on this program?
I think it's fantastic. I've caught a little bit of it outside of what we do here at the store, in news programs and things, that you guys have been involved in the community. And again, anything that involves students and extracurricular activities like this, we're 100% behind you all the time. Nice job.
Thank you. What other community activities do you support?
Well, we are currently working, as I had said earlier, with the SROs at the Lima City Schools with their canine program. Again, that's a fantastic operation that they're doing there. We also work with the therapy dogs from Lima Memorial, and that, again, is a fantastic organization, working with the kids and their dogs. We also like to help out where we can when we have like back to school specials and things like that people are putting programs on and things like that. We try to get in with that. If we have a surplus of product, or somebody's putting on an event and they would like us to help them, the Allen County SC this summer had a program, and we sponsored some door prize gifts for them. Just different activities that associate with us as an educational store and educational products out in the community. We want people to know that everybody is invited into our store, and it's not just for teachers.
Well, thank you for all you do for the community.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on board as a sponsor. What are your thoughts on this program?
Well, I really like it. If it's teaching students like you, kids, how to do interviews and to get out there, I think it's a great program. Plus, I think it's great to be able to support the local businesses.
What other community events do you support?
Well, I belong to the Lima Rotary Club. We also are a big sponsor and help Temple Christian School. We also are involved to the Lima YMCA. I serve as chair of the board there, and then also on a few other boards in the area.
Well, thank you for all you do for the community.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for coming on board as a sponsor. What are your thoughts on this program?
Well, first, thank you for asking me. It's our pleasure, really, to be able to support such an amazing club that not only helps kids learn the art and skill of digital media journalism, but also is an amazing way to be able to just spread what charities and events are going on in this community. And again, I praise the youth that want to be so involved, because if the youth aren't involved, you're going to have a dying community. And I think organizations like this are just extremely important to the future of the community, and I'm so happy. My wife and I are so happy to be able to support you guys.
What other community activities do you support?
A lot of the community activities we get involved with, we've been involved with Pickles Blues Festival. We've been very active with Art Space Lima. We really like to support the equestrian therapy. And we leave that door open to a lot of schools that want to come in, a lot of athletic booster programs, music especially. Like we're very willing to help a lot of the music boosters in this area, because music is so important to us. And the Ohio Digital Media Club, is another one here, that I like to support. It's just, you have to be a community supporter. You have to be able to help and give back. It's the best thing that we can do as a local business.
Well, thank you for everything you do for this community.
Oh, well, thank you again, and you did such a good job, and I can't wait to see all the other things you do.